Niggas is publicly telling you, like, yo, it's either we gonna rap or it's gonna be violence. And niggas is saying, we don't want to see a battle.
But you want violence.
Yo, what are you niggas saying?
You want violence.
Niggas is literally saying, like, no equivocation. There's no gray area. Niggas is saying, yo, either we gonna rap or we gonna shoot.
Right.
How niggas wanna do it. And niggas is talking about, man, we don't wanna see that battle. But we care about the welfare. But as soon as a nigga gets slapped in the battle, oh, it's not for the culture. This bad shit horrible.
Right.
Imagine a nigga had got shot and killed. One of whoever. Or multiple niggas.
Right.
Outside of an event.
Yeah, that should have been whack.
Niggas, fuck it being whack. What the response would have been from them same niggas that was saying we don't want to see the battle. That's what niggas don't, like, that's the part that always baffles me. It's like, yo, we're literally trying to show that two black men can have a real life issue.
And
no
get
WWE. Get past it and make a bag, and you niggas is talking about no, we don't want to see it. And now that shit got almost 200,000 views. Hey, nobody want to see it, but they got 200,000 views in the first day.
This hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard. Told Jim I need a bomb I could drop on you niggas. Bad boy, I'm never gonna stop for you niggas. I don't give a fuck who you got is the illest. I solidify my spot with gorillas. Now I'm rock with you niggas.
We back.
We back.
My Expert Opinion, episode 69. Don't do it. Don't do it. I knew you was gonna go there. I knew you was gonna.
I beg your pardon.
When I thought about the numbers, I knew it was a beg your pardon coming right after that shit. Yeah, we here, man. We back in the shop.
69.
2310, Harlem Cuts. Shout out to Carol. Of course, I got the king in the building.
Misfit, Murder Game. We are back. Episode 69. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds like it's gonna be a goodie. We here.
Yeah, right. Hold on. Before I even go any further.
You got.
What you got?
Bam, nigga. King Shaving Company. Yo, Ace, you might want to get some of this, man. I know you've been rocking your joint for a minute. I had to bring mine back. King Shaving Company, promo code Hoffa Gang. Make sure you go get yours.
Facts of life.
Knowledge born. What's the science behind you constantly doing interviews with niggas that be dissing me? What's wrong with you?
I don't remember last time I did an interview with somebody that dissed you, man.
In the
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Yo,
Misfit, what you said your next project gonna be named?
With friends like this.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's my next project.
Yeah, friends like this.
oh,
like
man.
this. And I got, damn, where do I go with this?
Yo,
attributes. One of the more intelligent battlers, in my opinion.
got intelligence as an attribute.
Yeah,
It's different.
Add that at the bottom.
No, I'm just saying that's different.
No, I mean, but I knew this from the first time that he came on the show. I actually knew it before he came on the show because of how he was moving. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yo, this dude is smart. Regardless of whatever people say about a million interviews and all, he's smart. He's branding himself. He's everywhere.
Yeah.
And you do be everywhere. Every time I call this motherfucker, I'm like, yo Ace, what state you in?
That's literally how he starts the conversation.
Yo, Ace, what state you in
Part of
now?
the country you in.
And it's always something different, my nigga. It's never the same place. Like, I'm starting to believe you just be saying different areas to fuck with me.
I would never.
Yo, we got Ace Amin in the building.
Get it, man.
Ace.
Salute.
Yo, you like the most craziest new dude in the game. Like, you really, and I mean.
Can we say Ace is new anymore? We can't say that.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm newer than everybody.
He's new and established, though, at the same time.
Everybody that's like, no offense to no, that's like it's not a personal attack on nobody, but in terms of actual time battle rapping,
Right.
in my class, I've been battle rapping less time than every single person in my. I've been battle rapping 2 years. Like, not URL 2 years.
It's
I've been
about
battle
3
rapping.
now, my
Nah,
nigga. It's like 3 now.
I
It's
promise
like
you.
3 now.
Yo, you want to know what the
It's
date?
like 3 now.
2021 now.
Absolutely not.
I feel like I knew you.
What was your first battle? What
My
year?
first battle was October
Yo,
2018.
somebody give me a hat. Somebody give me a cap.
October.
2000.
So it's gonna be 3 years this October.
This October will be 3 years.
Who was your first?
So this October's gonna make it 3 years.
Your first battle?
It was October 2018.
No, but who?
Dude named So Super, you know.
Okay.
Shout out Super, that's my guy. That's actually my guy. Shout out Super.
Gotcha.
What you said his name was?
So Super.
So super.
That was your first battle.
My first battle.
Nah.
So Super?
Super.
What did you see when you came in the game? Like when you came home or when you got established and you say, yo, I'm about to battle rap and get into this shit?
It was an accident.
It was an accident.
Accident. I just was playing that to somebody today. I literally was in the studio recording a song. And my engineer, Trice Production, shout out Trice. Me and my man She that I always be with. We was in there, we was recording, and I said, man, you know what? I think I'm gonna try this battle rap shit again. 'Cause I was doing it in prison and then before I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? And then I thought, yo, I think I'm gonna try this shit. He like, man, I know you not. So I literally went and we started watching like local battles. Stumbled on CBG, it's Capital Battleground. Shout out Steve. I sent him a DM. I was like, man, I'm trying to battle in your league. He's like, all right, well, we got an event coming up on such and such date.
What was the requirement?
What's no requirement? What you mean requirement? Like,
I mean, like some leagues, they tell you gotta pay.
yeah, like $40.
Entry fee.
Like
It was just $40.
like $40.
Oh, so you had to pay the battle?
Yeah, my very first battle, because they didn't know
Nah,
who I
I
was.
know that.
I didn't have no
They didn't
film.
know that they
Hell
did.
no,
Yeah,
I
they
didn't
do
know
that.
niggas had to
Yeah.
pay. I thought, damn.
Nah, because I don't have no tape. Mind you, like I
Okay,
didn't have
okay.
nothing.
So
They didn't know
you
who I
gotta-
was.
That's crazy.
So I'm like, yo, I was like, man, I think I could do it. You know what I'm saying? I did it before. I've done it before. So I'm
And they
like,
set you up with
So Super.
So Super.
So Super.
3 rounds?
Ace Amin
One round.
versus So
Where at?
Super.
Where at?
It's in DC. It was at what club was it? I don't remember the club, but it was in DC. 1 round. He rapped first. He was super like physical, tapping on me, doing all type of shit. It ain't bothering me. It was just like, yo, I'm about to bark on this nigga. And then that was where the disrespect disappear shit came from. Disrespect appear, we disassembled that jump. And then I just kept shaking it on him. So I battled him, battled again a month later, battled a dude named Villa.
Oh, so you just
I got
was
my
like, I
PG.
want to go.
Nah, they gave me a battle. Like after that, they were like, yo, we want to see you against this guy. He battled that night too.
Okay.
So it's like, yo, we got Villa. I battled Villa. It was in front of Twerk, Ryder, Lou Castro, a couple, and Rome DMV, you know, whatever that's worth. Yeah.
Back from the dead.
Yeah, so,
So wait. Before you even go any further,
go ahead.
you said you battled in prison.
Yeah.
Anybody that we might have heard of?
Nah. A couple niggas, battled a couple niggas from Atlanta that I think came, they were known here, but I don't know if they were like national.
Right.
I don't
But
think
what kind of battle? Was it like a, yo, I'm a rap the rhymes, I already got, you rap the rhymes, you already
we
got.
wrote. And
You
we rapped
wrote, like, you-
5-round type
For like
shit.
cigarettes and shit, or like?
Nah, for money.
No, I mean like for that, like
You said for money.
Nah, for cash
for
money.
cash money.
Like we was in the feds. Like it wasn't no.
Okay.
We don't have like cigarettes ain't currency. Stamps is currency. So
Right.
it's like, but it's like send outs. So it's like niggas is betting 2,500, 5,000.
What
but
happens
it's like,
if you lose in prison? You get shaken.
It could be
up there?
bad. It could be bad.
No, that's
but,
what I'm saying.
But it depends on how you lose. Like niggas, because for the most part, it's gonna be like your homies betting for you anyway. It's not gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like I said, the feds is different. It's not really just like you're not just pressing a nigga because it didn't go well. Because I played ball too, so it's like niggas would bet on basketball games. I played football.
So y'all was really in
So it was
prison
love.
preparing
We was prepping like for a month.
for a month.
You were right. Yeah, but most time, I mean, it's prison, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, you
You know what I'm
ain't doing
saying? Like, so it wasn't like it didn't take a month. Like it took 3 days. It's like, yo, I don't have shit to do. Like I don't. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, all
You know
day
what
to
I'm
come
Y'all
up with
had
some
access
shit.
to like watching battles up there and shit.
No, I mean, when we had phones, but niggas
Right.
wasn't getting cell phones to watch Smack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the last thing on the nigga mind. Nigga ain't like, yo, let me get the cell phone. I'm about to watch this Sue Surf drop. I gotta see this. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't doing that.
Right.
So I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Other niggas might have been. You know what I'm saying? So when I had a cell phone, I never saw my first. I tell the story a lot. My first like introduction to common day battle, like modern day battle rap, was UFF 2 or 3. It was Briz versus Dot. Very first battle I saw, it was on the BT. We used to watch 106 in
Fire
Park.
battle.
So it came on and I watched it and I instantly was the Briz fan. I'm like, yo, this nigga is fire. So I was
shout
just
out
like,
to
that we
Briz.
gonna machete. It always my machete disloyal.
Yeah.
It always take the other nigga's side,
yeah.
man. Like, man, shout out. Briz my nigga. That's my nigga now.
Yeah,
It's crazy
yeah.
how the world work out.
Yeah.
But I definitely told him, like, yo, that was literally my first battle or introduction to modern day battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like I hadn't seen anything from the last battle I saw before I got locked up was Mook and Sirius. That was the last battle I saw. I was in the
How old was you when you got locked up?
You know. That'll date me. I ain't going.
You're not going. You know?
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was young.
for real.
I was young. Yeah, I was young. I was young.
You was young. Okay.
When I got locked up, I was young. I was still a teenager. I was still a teenager.
Damn.
So did you win the battles and?
I didn't lose one jump. I tell niggas all the time, I didn't lose one battle in prison. I was like the nigga that niggas go get. Like, yo, like,
Undefeated.
oh, you think you can rap? We got a nigga for you. I was that one. You know
How much money you won in there?
Battle that I personally won. The thing is, I didn't used to really like bet. Other niggas used to bet.
Right.
So how much money I won niggas? I've seen niggas bet like $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 on battles.
Damn,
like,
in prison?
Bro, listen, man. I don't think you understand. Like, prison is the most like, how do I say it? Condensed market that you're gonna find. Like, when I was in, it's not from experience, it's just what I used to hear and see.
Mm-hmm.
3.5 grams of dope was worth $1,800.
God damn.
An ounce of weed was worth $1,000, like $1,250.
Oh yeah, hyperinflation.
Yeah, because you don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So if you think about a nigga getting a pound of weed in jail, like, I just told you. So yeah, and then you just keep, and then like I said, it's an actual monetary system in the feds. You got stamps. You can actually take stamps and send them home, and you can cash stamps in. You know what I'm saying? So when you got, but most times with big transactions, niggas do street to street. So it's like you'll have somebody that got money on the street, and they got their money on the street, and they'll just deal with it on the street. So you'll know that your people got it, and they people got it.
Right.
So it's like that, and then you can send money off your books. So you got niggas that got however many thousands or millions on their books, they can send it out directly. So it's not like it's the feds. It's not like what niggas is used to hearing. Like it wasn't like it's not a bunch of broke niggas walking around.
So was you pulling out paperwork in the feds?
Of course. Was I pulling out paperwork?
Yeah.
Nah, I wasn't like, not for battle rapping. Like that's not how that goes.
Crazy. You got to think about it. Like
yeah,
you in
that's
jail.
not how that go in jail.
Like what is niggas saying to each other? You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
the crazy thing. I told the nigga I stopped battle rapping because it was a riot almost happened because of some shit that me and the GD from Wisconsin. Shout out my nigga Bam. He got like 40 years. And this is my nigga. This is my man. This is my rapper. We used to walk. He's a funny motherfucker. He's hilarious, man. And he was young. He couldn't really deal with. He couldn't really process how much time he had. So he used to just joke a lot all the time. That was his coping mechanism.
Right.
And we just decided we was gonna battle. He was dope. You know what I'm saying? We just decided like, yo, we gonna lock in and go ahead and get one off. Cause people had been asking for it, but where's my man? So we like, nah, we ain't gonna do it. Like I said, he from Milwaukee. So when we do it, we agree like, yo, gloves off. Like whatever you want to say, you can say. So I'm Muslim and he's a GD. Right. You know what I'm saying? So respectively, when we're on the yard battling, the Muslims is with me, the GDs is with him, and then all in between. Now mind you, that's a gang, this is a religion. So you got people from everywhere kind of like in both cars. Right. And he I take a shit in your kufi, wipe my ass with the Quran. You know, he going crazy. You know, battle shit. You know what I'm saying? I fuck him around and like took a 6-point star and spit in it. And like crumbled it up and like, you know what I'm saying? Like part of a bar and like threw it. And yeah, I mean, this battle, this is what I'm saying. Like in jail, like it's no.
He said I've been.
Yeah, like we've been
crossing
like,
the line.
Yeah. I mean, he gonna take a shit in a kufi and wipe his ass with a Quran. Like, bro, that ain't.
So, but you drew one on a piece of paper.
That's how I think of Hoover.
And motherfuckers
tell Hoover that. Yeah, that was the
bar.
Over. That was the bar. Like, tell Hoover that. Nah, it wasn't really. Without throwing niggas under the gun. That's like, not how it wasn't really like some shit like. It wasn't really some shit like It was some niggas from another place. I'm not gonna say where they was from. They got scared. Because they thought that it was about to go up. So they reacted kind of crazy, and it was a chain reaction after that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like they reacted kind of crazy and skittish, and then other niggas acted, and then everybody was like, they converged, and it was just like, yo, me and Bam literally in the middle of like, bro, we good. Like this shit, we agreed to this, but we didn't really explain it to niggas. And for like the niggas that been locked up 15, 17, 20 years, they don't got no understanding of that type of shit.
They don't care if it's
they like, yo, you bugging. Then I'm Muslim, I'm not supposed to be doing this shit. So that was the one I was just like, you know what? I'm cool. I ain't about to keep on doing this. It's just like, yo,
the older ox was like, yo, you gonna have motherfuckers keep disrespecting our shit? Like,
not even. It's about to be a riot over some rap. That shit was about to be, niggas about to die.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Niggas was literally about to die. It was about to be lit in there. You know what I'm saying? Not to focus so much on some jail shit, but
Well, you had that documentary that everybody was paying attention to.
Yeah.
It got mad,
DJ Small Live.
attention.
Shout out DJ Small
How
Live.
did you get into that? Like, who introduced you to it? What was that about?
That was my brother's plug. He somebody from there, like an intern from his company, they saw another interview that I had done, and they was interested. And they contacted him. They contacted the dude that did the interview, Pat is Dope. Shout out Pat is Dope. And then he contacted my brother, and then my brother told me, like, you want to do it? I'm like, for what? Like, I want to talk about jail? He like, yeah. I'm like, all right. Like, for me, it just wasn't like, I didn't know that there was like a thing for that. Like, I'm just go up there and just talk about jail. So that's literally what happened. Like, I literally for like 45 minutes, like John said, like literally we just talking about jail.
Yeah.
And so it was like telling stories and telling what happened.
I like how he snuck that in.
Yeah, he was watching me, you know what I'm saying? As he should, he was doing his homework. And he like, yo, if you have an interview for 45, I'm like, yo, how do you know that? How you know how long the interview is?
I feel like that was the first time I saw you because everybody was tweeting that.
Yeah, they was like, "Yo, this
Yeah,
thing got mad views and shit."
Right. I saw that going around, and I was like, what's this? And I tuned into it, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I found out, oh, you was into rap and stuff like that.
Yeah. So,
Like,
No offense, but I don't watch shit like that. So.
nah.
yeah, I don't take offense to that at all. I don't know why niggas like. I do understand the inherent fascination with it if you've never been there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you do like want to hear, I guess, the tropes of somebody who comes from that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Because it's fascinating.
But I feel like that curiosity used to lead people there. So I never really
lead
wanted
people
to
away.
hear all that.
Yeah, I'll say it goes both ways. Like, I'm a people real. Like, with deterrence and with prison, like, if it's for you, it's for you. If it isn't, it isn't. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one wakes up in the morning and just graduates to, like, bank robbery. Most people. There are outliers who are going to do that, but most people don't just wake up one day and just be like, you know what? I'm robbing a bank. It's, like, usually, like, a gradual thing, and then you find your way there.
Word.
It's not just like, oh, I watched the interview on this nigga, that shit seemed cool, I'm about to go do it. Or I just watched The Town with Ben Affleck, I'm about to go rob banks now. I don't know if it goes exactly like that.
Only
You know
white
what I'm
people
saying?
do shit like that.
She said it.
She ain't lying.
She said it, not me.
So when you get into those couple battles though, like when do you start having like the mindset or the plan or the like the mastermind? I would say to be like, all right, this is how I'm gonna take this shit over because it seemed like you
Here? I'm like out, once I'm out here.
once
No.
you like caught your first couple battles and stuff like that. Did you have a plan like yo? Looking at the game and say, yo, this URL, this is Amin, this king of the yo,
Right.
I'm about to make. Because I remember the first time I met you, I think it was in Atlanta.
Yep. You
And
remember,
then
it was
twerk,
John-
like, yo,
it
that's
was
my
John-
man, yo,
it
that
was
nigga,
John-
that.
it was
He
John.
said, nah, don't worry about it. Let him, you know what I mean? When I really like, don't put me on camera, it's all good.
Right.
Let him come to me if it makes sense, da da da. I was like, damn, who this nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay.
I'm introducing the new jump out of Goonies. They said, I mean, Weapon X.
Yeah, Weapon X, all
I
that.
didn't want no- I didn't
Niggas was
really-
hyping this shit up, but he was like, nah, chill.
Where did Weapon X come from?
On some Wolverine shit.
Yeah, I know, but like,
That was it. Like, I was really like,
Niggas was like, that's a secret
niggas
weapon
was calling
right
me
there.
that. Yeah, niggas was just calling me
Yeah,
Weapon
Goonie
X.
niggas was like, that's the secret weapon.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
nigga
yeah.
that y'all don't know is about to
Yeah.
change this shit.
Yeah.
That's
I
what Twerk was
I was
introduced
two battles
me.
in. Yeah, I was 2 battles in.
That's
I was 2
crazy.
battles in. I had just got my first, right before, that was John, that was the
John's
Super Bowl event. That was Super Bowl
Yeah.
event.
Yep.
When
With
Briz
Tay
battled
Rock
Loso,
and-
Tay Rock and Bad
Right.
News,
Yep,
Suge,
same
and,
event. Facts.
that event.
Facts.
I went to that event. I was going to down for Super Bowl. So when we went down, I met up with Twerk down there. Matter of fact, I went down there with Twerk. Me, Twerk, Castro, and somebody else. We drove down. You know how that go. So we drove down and
read between. Wrong show, my boy. My bad. Go ahead.
never the wrong show. So yeah, and then he introduced me. I knew who you were, obviously, but I never like really met you yet, and I hadn't had my first PG. My first PG was later that month or the month after that.
So
Right.
when did
That
you
was later
start
that month,
scheming
later.
though? Like when you start scheming on this shit, like
I was already
because
scared.
this shit that you just did with John was like niggas is unprecedented. Like for y'all two niggas as artists to come through, do what y'all do on your own, like that.
It was on accident. It was on accident. That wasn't.
But-
supposed
but-
to happen.
It was on accident.
Yeah, that wasn't on purpose. It
But
wasn't
what-
intentional. It
Somebody
just-
pass me a cap, yo. I need to.
It was on accident. So like I said, going back, like when you start like really mapping this shit out, like how'd you?
from the time that I realized that there was a market.
What
It was
was that
like
time?
it was from my second battle.
Okay.
My first battle kinda even. Like my first battle when I saw the reception, because you know it's one thing to think, like, yeah, I think I'm fired. and then you rap and you get a response, and it's like, okay, but my opponent wasn't really nothing. And then you do it again, and it's like, yo, like niggas is talking. Then it's like, all right, well, let me really look. You know what I'm saying? So then for me, I just start like really watching and analyzing the industry, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying? And really looking and seeing where the holes were. And I really just made a plan, like a year-long plan. And I just
You came in like you was a top tier nigga, like you was like you.
What was the year-long plan?
I don't want to get into the specifics, just because I don't want everybody to know my you know what I mean? It'll kind of let everybody know what my next year plan is.
Yo, just do every interview you can.
Nah, it's more to it than that.
The most
it's more to it than I didn't do that though. I didn't start talking.
Tell people you Beasley cousin.
Yeah, nah, that was served. Shout out served. That was served. I didn't tell like.
Are you Beasley's cousin?
Yes.
You for real?
No.
Oh, what the fuck?
As long as you believe it. That's all that
I'm like, yo,
matters.
this nigga's not Beasley cousin. So.
No, I met Beasley. Bro. I met Beasley in Tampa in 2019
At a family cookout?
It was a reunion. I'm like, yo, who's your barber? He's like, yo, I know a guy. I'm like, yo, he fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like your lineup. You know what I'm saying? That type of situation. So nah, it was.
Beg your pardon.
Just made a plan. Your lineup is fire.
I mean, you really walk up to people and be like,
ask who your barber is?
Your lineup is fire?
Your lineup is fire? You think that's beg your pardon?
I'm just saying, like...
Your lineup is fire. You think that's beg your pardon?
I don't got a lineup.
You got a lineup?
See, now that's... No, it's not. It's just regular.
Shit getting weird.
Yeah, it
that's
is.
Something that's him though. I didn't even...
I just tried it. It didn't work. I tried it. It didn't work. Oh, man.
But
I'm going to get another shot.
Beasley's not my relative, but if it's going to keep people talking, fine, he's my relative.
Yeah.
If it's going to keep you, if you're going to click on an interview just to say, man, that's Beasley cousin, fuck him, then he's my cousin.
Okay.
If you're going to click on an interview because, yo, I said fuck Mav Hoffa, which I didn't, then click on it and say, yeah, he don't fuck with Mav. Click on it. I'm not tripping. I embrace all forms of traction as long as it doesn't affect me negatively in terms of my actual back end. Like,
But see, some people might define that as a clout chaser.
No, excuse me. Now, what I would say is that I don't seek that out. Like, I'm not doing it I'm not gonna do anything just for the sake of a click. But if you wanna believe it, like, I didn't introduce me being Beasley cousin. All I did was embrace it. Once niggas started running with it, I embraced it. That's marketing. Like,
that's funny.
I tell niggas this all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure niggas believe it too.
But marketing is intentional, right?
That part's intentional.
Yeah.
But
right. So
it's
the same as seeking.
No, it's not.
No, it's like using what's out there.
Because here you go. All right, so exactly. If you have
marketers have plans, initiatives.
Yeah, but then also when things happen, you gotta take the shit that
and they
come
also
with
adjust.
it.
I was gonna say they literally adjust.
And
it's seeing the bright side.
Or manipulating what could be conceived as negative
and
saying, you know what? They're going off on that.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's do
so
this.
That's what I was gonna say. Like literally, okay, my job as a marketer. If you have two familiar bottles of water, you have two bottles of water, they're the exact same thing, right? My job is to make this bottle of water seem better.
Correct.
So if the easiest way to adapt a narrative is to take something, which if you notice, even with Beasley doesn't speak on a rapper until the culture actually tells you what we think of him. So when he speaks on him, he literally echoes the sentiment of the people. Why? Because that's the easiest way to sell them. If you already in your mind have a precept of what a person is, if I try to go against that, it's gonna be hard for you to accept. It's way easier for you to accept something that you already believe anyway. So if you say that I'm Beasley's cousin, right? It's way easier for me to slide whatever message I have to slide in if I embrace the fact that you think that I'm Beasley's cousin. I'm cool with that. As long as you're clicking, I don't care. I didn't say, yo, I'm Beasley cousin. I didn't do that. That was something that Surf said, and then everybody in the comment section ran with because they like Surf. Cool. Appreciate you, Surf. Good looking.
Appreciate you, Surf.
Well, I definitely believed you was Beasley cousin when you beat Hands in the tournament.
I think that's a little bit of bias on your part, though. You know, Hands your man.
Wait, what was your first URL battle?
He was a general. He was a general.
You made some noise with that one too.
I went crazy. Shout out Fuse, that's my nigga. It's just a new sound. I don't sound like nobody. Not at the time. Like, I don't sound like nobody that rap like that. It was that fast-paced, bunch of multis, bunch of, you know, had it on URL, bunch of just rapping, not a whole bunch of like heavy trying to punch and get reaction type shit. It was just me rapping. I guess people gravitated towards it. It was refreshing at the time.
And I think it was some of the way people viewed you and the way you said certain things, the things that you talked about.
Yeah.
That authenticity, the original kind of like smack vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The streets.
Yeah.
They like that shit.
Respect.
And they gravitated to you.
Believability matters.
A lot.
Yeah.
It does. However, it's dangerous.
Why?
All right, let's fast forward past all this. Who you battled and how did you get here and okay. Situation with you and John.
Yeah.
What was I mean, y'all talked about it in the battle, but I still don't really feel 100% comfortable.
Yeah.
But it was your believability
That made
that
him look
led
and
to
perceive
shit
me
like
a certain
that.
way.
Right.
Yeah. But I see, as a professional, we supposed to know better than that. Like, the fans' perception of us should be different than the actual contemporaries. Like, I know you better than, I'm not gonna say like I know, like I not to even create that impression. Me and you have interacted several times, and from those interactions, I know you better than the average fan.
Right.
No matter how long they've been watching you. So my perception of you, from actually dealing with you in business and just in passing, shouldn't be the same or reflective of what the average fan thinks from the outside in. They don't have the same level of access. You can call my phone. I can call your phone. Not many fans, I don't think, can call your phone right now and say and have a conversation with you and ask you what's going on with your day or what you've been up to or what happened with this issue over here. Not so many fans can do that.
Right.
I can do that with you, and I have done that, and you have done that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So as professionals, quote unquote, we're supposed to actually kind of know where the kayfabe, I guess, starts and ends. Like, it's not that type of situation. But like I said, not to bash, because I'm past that. We're past that.
Right.
I don't want to revisit like the feelings or animus that was developed before the battle. But if I'm gonna speak honestly on it while reflecting on it, I will say that definitely came from a place of, and he said it in an interview. Like, he said, like, yo, you ain't getting no points off me. That literally translates to, I didn't know how to respond because I was a little bit scared, or I was a little bit caught off guard. It's what it is. Like, not in an offensive, a good fear. Yo, healthy fear is good. Like, healthy fear keeps you alive. Healthy fear is what makes you duck when bullets go down.
Right.
Because if you don't fear what might happen, like, you'll get shot in the head. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, when you see something, when you're presented with something that you don't, that represents danger to you, you have to respond in kind. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying whether he was right or wrong to feel that way, but I'm saying he felt that way. You know what I'm saying? So that believability that you're speaking about definitely.
Not what you said in the car, but it's all good.
What you mean?
Riding with Ace.
What I say?
Yeah, what was the initial blog that was the blog, right? That interview.
With me and him?
No,
Oh, no, not that. She's
No, the one you're talking about.
with the Riding with Ace?
With me and him?
Nah, that was when shit already jumped off.
Right.
And I was like, hit the brakes, my nigga. There's a check here for both of y'all. And if y'all niggas play this the right way.
We was already in talks.
You was already in talks,
Not
right?
me and him, but like, we had already talked to you. I remember the problem. See, okay, so let's clarify the timeline.
Right.
The problem that I had with what was going on wasn't, and not to focus on it because we battled now. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the focal point to be like what led to the battle.
Right.
We
Nah, it's just part of the story.
Yeah,
we know.
Right.
We,
Just to
you know,
clarify.
y'all shook hands and all that shit already. Like, we know
clarify.
what
So
about.
for some people who have no idea what's going on.
give you the
Right.
timeline.
Yeah.
All right, so, and this was a big misconception. People felt like I was chasing a battle. First off, I never asked URL, and John will confirm this. I never asked him to battle him, ever. Me and him had the actual real life situation that occurred.
Right.
And then we were approached by the leagues to resolve it with a battle. You feel me? So after we were approached by the leagues, we all kind of agreed tentatively, without anything in writing. But part of that agreement was he would be able to do the ill will battle and it wouldn't be any bullshit on my end, right? So once that battle happened, the talks for us battling kind of declined. That's where I was offended at. It wasn't that I was chasing the battle, it was that It was old.
We had an agreement.
We had an agreement. You
Right.
got your end of it. Now I need my end of it.
Right.
Because I only agreed to this happenstance, you battling ill will.
Right.
So once you did that, now we're locked in.
Right.
That was my thing. I wasn't, if he had never battled ill will, we would have just been back in the streets.
Just, I'm just getting what I
That's it. That was the misconception. People was like, yo, you can't, okay, and another thing, and you can go check the timelines on it. I want you can edit this in.
Mm-hmm.
I never actually publicly spoke on this issue until we agreed to battle. When I did the first blog I ever did on this was after we had already agreed to battle.
So it was just circulating.
Yeah, he did an interview the day after. I mean, he did a blog the day after it happened. He did a blog explaining everything. Yeah, it's on his channel. Well, he might take it off his channel, but it's a dude named XLC 3000 or something like that. It's up on his.
Yeah.
He got it up on his.
Right.
It was literally the day after it happened. He did a whole hour-long blog documenting everything. You know what I'm saying? And I never spoke on it. I didn't speak on it. I didn't have nothing to say because at that point it was still like, yo, I'm gonna catch you.
Right.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do. You gonna have to rap at some point, and when you do, it's up. That's where I was at the time. I'm not there no more. But that's where I was at.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Right. So,
But what to have those initial emotions, right? Yeah. Was it something that was said or something that was done?
Something that was done, well documented.
Gotcha.
The situation.
Yeah.
So it was like, without me saying it, getting too much. But something happened. You know what I'm saying? It was shit that said that led up to that happening, and then after that, it was just like it was DEFCON 5. Gotcha. So I say that to say, I never was chasing a battle.
It was old.
That's it.
It was agreed already.
It was agreed, and you received your end of it. So now that we've agreed to it, all right, and you got your end of it, nigga, I be damned if I don't get my end of it. And if I don't get my end of it, we back in the streets.
So when did the talks go from URL to Bullpen?
December.
What spawned that?
December. Once we realized, like, because we supposed to battle on volume 6 or 7, volume 6.
Was this after riding with Ace?
I mean, it's after it, but that.
riding with
I mean, if you want to take the credit for it, you can. But
Right, he just wanna, like he gotta do it.
if you want to take the credit for it, if you want to make it about you, by all means.
Did it again, I just pay attention to things. You know what I'm saying?
If you want to have the credit, you have it.
Right.
So yeah, so was it? What was that?
I mean, it chronologically was after it, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was a direct result of this happened, and then this was a direct result of it. Nah, that wasn't that type of situation. You feel what I'm saying?
But I did peep like a lot of bloggers trying to X out that situation, saying that it didn't make sense.
You know what's crazy?
This is the crazy
thing about it. This is the crazy thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas is publicly telling you, like, yo, it's either we gonna rap or it's gonna be violence. And niggas is saying, we don't want to see a battle.
But you want violence.
Yo, what are you niggas saying?
You want violence.
Niggas is literally saying, like, no equivocation. There's no gray area. Niggas is saying, yo, either we gonna rap or we gonna shoot.
Right.
How niggas want to do it. And niggas is talking about, man, we don't want to see that battle. But we care about the welfare. But as soon as a nigga gets slapped in the battle, oh, it's not for the culture. It's bad shit. Horrible.
Right.
Imagine a nigga got shot and killed. Whoever. Or multiple niggas.
Right.
Outside of an event.
That should have been whack.
Niggas, fuck it being whack.
Yeah.
What the response would have been from them same niggas that was saying we don't want to see the battle. That's what niggas don't, like, that's the part that always baffles me. It's like, yo, we're literally trying to show that two black men can have a real life issue.
And
no
get past
WWE. Get past it and make a bag, and you niggas is talking about no, we don't want to see it. And now that shit got almost 200,000 views. Hey, nobody want to see it, but they got 200,000 views in the first day.
And the building was packed.
What's up, man? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this be the thing. Yo, I don't know at what point this shit transitioned into being a haven for weirdos, but it's clearly been delineated that we're not supposed to do the right thing in this shit.
I think that like for me, I like movies that reflect black people being powerful and shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't like dumb nigga comedy.
Yeah.
And I think, to a certain extent, not saying no names, but some people, some people promote dumb nigga shit.
Yeah.
And it's entertaining to some people. Some people watch it, well, yo, this nigga's stupid.
Yeah.
They don't have to speak facts. They don't have to reflect any type of intelligence.
Yeah.
They just gotta be in front of the camera, willing to say whatever.
Yeah.
And that's why I was pushing for this battle, because I felt like there's a story. I knew that. I just be knowing shit, son. I just be knowing shit. That shit's crazy.
Disclaimer, though. That
shit is crazy.
Disclaimer, though.
That shit's crazy.
We literally, when I was talking to him in the car, it was literally promotion for the battle. On my part.
Oh, so it was already.
We had already been talking.
But it wasn't locked yet.
No, but that doesn't mean we didn't already talk. It was literally promotion. It was literally promotion.
You know, right after that, John did a blog. So you're saying
what?
From that point.
No, before that. That's what I'm saying.
Before that. After.
I wouldn't even have spoke on it. If it was something that couldn't happen, I wouldn't have talked about it. You would have asked me about it, and I'd have been like, I'm not talking about it. I don't have nothing to say about that.
Right.
Because it was a real issue. That's what I don't talk about real issues until they become something to capitalize off of. Like once niggas told us, once we kind of, his people hollered at me. Like it wasn't him, but his people got with me. And they're like, yo, would you be interested in doing it over here? I'm like, I mean, if you make the situation right, I'll do it wherever. We can battle on the moon. We can battle wherever.
So y'all didn't get on the phone?
No, fuck no. We didn't get on the phone with no, like the first time we got on the phone with no intermediaries was yesterday. But every time before that we've been on the phone, it was Beasley, Smack, P, Twerk, all these other niggas on the phone. It was never just me and John like on the phone. You know what I'm saying?
So you're doing it independently with John. Was that a result of URL not doing the battle, or was that a result of you realizing, it's more beneficial to me?
It was, because they didn't want to, like, we were still open to doing it on URL if they would have brought the correct bag. If they would have paid if they would have paid what niggas was asking for, and presented it the right way. I mean, come on, man. Listen. Come on, man. Come on.
I tried.
I was asking for llama milk, and I need a Yeti fur, straight from, you know what I mean? But
I need that thing.
If they had done it right, obviously, like, if I can just rap, I'm always going to just rap. If you tell me, yo, I'm gonna pay you $100,000 to just rap, I don't have to promote, I don't have to do, we got the built-in market for all of that. You gotta promote a little bit, but you don't have to go out of your pay isn't contingent upon you promoting.
Right.
I'm always choose that option as an
Does
artist.
the number that you just threw out there reflect any type of situation that you talking about?
What you mean?
You told me you're gonna pay me $100,000 to just rap.
That reflect, what you mean?
And is that your numbers?
Nah, hell no.
No, is that the number like?
What, the overall gross?
Yeah.
More than that.
More than
overall, man, listen, man. I don't even want to, you seen.
But now I gotta ask you, why wouldn't you want to?
What?
Just
rap?
Let people know, like, yo, this is something
because
that's
it's
possible
not
now.
Nobody business. Like, if you niggas, I mean, behind the scenes, I'll tell anybody. Yo, listen, we caked up. We got a bag of red. I might not rap for the next 2 years.
Is this the standard though in your mind now?
This was a perfect storm.
Gotcha.
This can't exist every time.
Wow. Okay.
Like, it's gonna take for me to just run down and just like, I'm gonna catch Mad coming out of the grocery store and just snatch his and take his bag and just take off running. And then we gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, like, just take his shit. Nah, I got you, Mad. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? He like, no, fuck you. And you know what I'm saying? Then it go from there. Like, that would have to exist. Those circumstances.
Gotcha.
Like, I really genuinely didn't like this nigga.
It was all organic. This shit just like all.
Yes, it was literally, bro. Like, niggas, I can't fake not
down.
like a nigga. I really genuinely could not stand the sound of his voice at a point. Like, yo, fuck you. Why are you still like, yo, like at a point, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't at that point currently, but that was real. You know what I'm saying? You can't fabricate that.
So from that time that y'all had the situation, when was the next time you saw him?
Summer Madness.
Summer Madness.
Yeah. When I shot the video, but that was after the agreement was already in place for us to battle. The verbal agreement with URL.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's why that shit, when we had a conversation, like, it's actually video footage. I didn't drop this either. There's video footage online of me pulling up during Summer Madness the day before for the face-offs and pulling them to the side. Like, yo, you know, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually, you can go to Henny, shout out Henny. It's a I forgot the name of it's a blog they did, and I forgot, it was a time, I had the timestamp and everything. You can actually see me pull up and park, and everybody's in a circle, and I walk towards him, and then he's to the side, telling him to come over. We go have a conversation, you know what I'm saying? But that was after the agreement was in place. So that's why I'm saying, like, after I didn't get the battle once, because it was supposed to happen in October. We were supposed to battle in October. That's when niggas on, like, October. October, then November, then December.
So,
what's up?
I'm super interested in the, like, you know, you, John, own Battle League, putting everything together. So, in a pie of everything that consisted of, like, you know, the proceeds and everything.
Yeah.
How was that broken up? As far as, no, like, not like you and John.
The percentages?
I mean, like, no, not that. But like what? Like the door, the pay-per-view.
I mean, regular event shit, door pay-per-view.
I'm super curious to learn how pay-per-view works.
So
how do you get paid from pay-per-view?
You order it, you give them access to the stream, and then you cash out.
Right.
Right.
But people pay for it.
How much I know people pay for the
stream. Yeah, you have links attributed.
But there's...
Everyone has a link that you use. It tracks each person's usage. And it can show you how much your link was responsible for generating during the sale time, like for the tickets. So
it's never how many times, it's only that one purchase, right? Like boxing.
When you say how many times?
Like for instance, if somebody buys it once and plays it 1,000,000 times, that don't matter, right?
Yeah, that don't.
No, it's just the purchase. The purchase is all that matters.
The one purchase.
Yeah, the purchase doesn't matter. That's why I dropped on YouTube. Like infinite access to it after like a VOD per se. Like that's what you're speaking on. VOD doesn't like inflate numbers. Doesn't do anything for it. It doesn't.
So that's why you could drop it the next day. It's like, okay, we're already done.
You pay for the live.
What was the reason it was dropped like so fast though?
Bootlegging. We want to keep maintain its value. Maintain its value. The footage loses its value as more people see it.
Right.
So like
the people who's bootlegging.
I won't say that's the direct. I'm not that contributed to it, but that's not the only thing. You know what I'm saying?
Now that was like the quickest drop ever, man.
Ever? I don't know.
It felt like it.
I've seen what you call it drop. Didn't Tay Rock and Hollow drop like that next day? Like the day it dropped like that Monday. Like
I don't think so.
It dropped like that Monday. Tay Rock and Hollow literally happened Saturday and dropped like that Monday. They had a trailer because that shit was crazy. The uppercut, the another cut, like that shit was crazy. And then they dropped the trailer for it that night, and then it dropped. Jeez. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it dropped like that Monday.
I don't remember, but
I'm almost because I was still like I wasn't rapping then. I was still like a fan, and I'm 100% certain that
that's crazy.
That shit happened, and it was like
your shit and John should drop quick as hell. Niggas was like, damn.
Yeah, and it's doing well, man. I gotta check on it. Let me check on it.
How do you feel that battle went?
How do I feel like it went?
Yeah.
Like I won. I feel like it's debatable. I feel like you can make arguments either way. I'm not mad at the niggas.
On what round?
John won. Obviously, the niggas say the second is clear for him. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like that. I don't. Niggas say the first is clear for me. I don't feel like that.
You don't feel like that?
Feel like it's debatable?
I feel like it's debatable.
You got booed in the first.
It was hostile territory.
And then some people criticize him for bringing his shit back all the way like that.
Well, he didn't bring it. So stop. See, look.
He didn't bring that shit all the way back from like the beginning?
I'm gonna hold you accountable right now. Right now. Say he choked. Don't act, because if I would have done that, you can hear him on the mic. Am I gonna have to play it, on God?
Yeah, play it.
You can hear him on the mic say, man, come on. No one says that if they know their material. No one says, man, come on. He went to the first, because he knew that if he went any longer, he delayed, he drank water, he delayed, and he said, man, come on. And he went to the first place he could remember, and then just went back until he got to where he was at.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
It was like, oh, okay, he brought it back. Okay. So you're saying
he did what?
Choked?
If I had did that,
hold on.
If I had did that,
he choked.
He forgot his material.
You gotta
That's what I'm saying.
He forgot his material.
He strategically avoided the choke.
No.
But it wasn't a choke.
It is a choke. When you forget your material, that's the definition of a choke.
I mean, that's a stumble.
So that's not a fucking stumble when you start over.
He didn't
a stumble is when you misplace a word. You say something too fast and you get the mumble mouth. Mm-hmm. That's not he didn't do that. He took it from the top. If that he said, he did the surf. Take it from the top. He did that. He literally went back 40 balls. He went back to 40 balls, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, he went back pretty far.
Bro, bro, and then, you know what I'm saying? This is competitive me. Mm-hmm. He said, this is how I be talking about niggas be idiots. Niggas said, I brought it back because the fans couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
They was repeating the lines with him.
Right, that's a fact.
How the fuck did they not hear you if they're repeating a line? As you're repeating every line that they've heard you say, they're finishing them with you.
Right.
How did they not hear you? Niggas is saying, if he said anything but that, maybe you can give it credence.
But I'd still prefer that over.
No, why?
Just walking around trying to figure it out.
There's no mitigation, man. We're not doing this. I don't give a fuck how you choke. You choked.
Ace is like, y'all don't give me
Y'all
no
don't
passes.
give me none of that
y'all
shit.
Y'all give me no passes.
Yo,
I ain't giving out no
all right,
passes.
So here
nigga.
it goes. You just said every time you call me, I'm in a different part of the country.
Right.
Niggas wanted me to prepare in 2 weeks, 3 times in a row. I don't got no fucking time to be trying to write raps and memorize them no 2 weeks, 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Niggas didn't give a fuck that I was stumbling against hands. Niggas didn't give a fuck that I was stumbling against Fonz. Niggas didn't tell me, oh yeah, you know, nah, that's Ace. He be traveling. He be out here getting to it. You know what I'm saying? To give him a pass. Niggas ain't say that. Niggas said that nigga ass.
Right.
Get him out of here. How does he win and he's choking? But this nigga choke and now it's, nah, this John, he give him the benefit of, nah, he brought it from the top. It's better than
you
him
know how it
running
is,
around.
man. You know how it is, man.
No.
You know how
I
it
don't know
is.
nothing. I don't know shit.
I do want to know.
Well, there was I think from both parts. I think because I watched the replay on my podcast, and there were some parts where you kind of had long pauses that seemed
wasn't.
like you was forgetting.
Absolutely not.
So there was a part where you kept telling him to shut the fuck up for like 3 minutes.
Nah, because he was talking.
Yeah, but like 3 minutes?
No, it wasn't 3 minutes.
You was like, shut the fuck
It
up.
wasn't 3 minutes.
Shut the
It
fuck
wasn't
up.
3 minutes.
I was
It
like,
was
yo,
literally-
rap.
I was in his face and telling him shut the. I can't remember.
It was getting crazy.
No, because
was you really mad?
No, it was because
you wanna rap?
you have a thing with. Yeah, I told him I have a thing with. If you watch him, he's manipulative. This is one of his best attributes.
Like a defense.
He's wily. He's extremely cunning. And I mean that in a I'm saying those things
In a good way.
In a good way. Like he's very good at making you think deception is a part of war.
Right.
The war is deception, yo. Like he's great at that part of it in terms of battle rap. So him talking during my round makes me look like I'm more affected than I am by what he's doing. I don't give a fuck that he's talking, but I don't want the perception to be that you're just gonna talk during my round and I'm not talking during your round.
Right.
So I'm telling him,
No, they
yo,
look,
shut the fuck up.
They look more stupid,
I
to
know,
be honest.
but that's why I only said to shut the fuck, because you definitely, you drugged
3
me.
minutes?
I
Yeah, 3
said
minutes.
shut the fuck up 3
Nah,
times.
I dragged the 3 minutes. But you said it a lot.
I said 3 times. I said
Yeah,
shut the fuck up.
my
Shut
whole
the fuck
chat
up.
was like,
Shut the
all right,
fuck
son,
up.
we get it.
I was like, and then I was like, yo, all right. I was like, would you want to rap?
Yeah, it was like a whole conversation, I felt
He was
like.
talking to me. He
I
was
like,
giving
what are
me.
y'all
He
doing?
was talking back to me. When he's talking back to me, I'm like, yo, all right. But I was locked
I'm
in.
not gonna front. I was like, Aces, remember his lines, right?
No, I promise you I wasn't. I can tell you. I've had this is the part you guys. I've had these rounds since October.
Oh.
I was ready to rap since October.
Had these lines.
Yeah, I
Since
was
October.
Since October, I was ready to rap.
Wow.
I did some tinkering, but for the most part, like addressing new shit that was happening. But I was just adding shit. I wasn't like. There was no like that's why I freestyled like 3 times in that bar in that battle. I literally like 3 times, 3 or 4 times. Man.
freestyle.
Matter of
But a
fact.
lot of people are saying this is like the best Ace they've ever
It's
seen.
not though. It's just because it's against John. It wasn't. I know for a fact. My Broke Bucks performance by.
Yeah, I was about to say that was
9
one of
times
that was
better.
like your breaking performance.
Like I was
feel
wilding
like.
on. I was like really saying like,
The
every bar
tension,
was
the
breaking
energy,
the
the
room.
Goonie Cave
But
Gang
it was
energy.
breaking
that's
the room.
crazy.
Every 3 bars I was breaking the room, breaking the room. But this one, the opponent, the stakes was high. I can get that.
yeah.
I can get that. I can. And I'm not mad at people saying that. You know, I just implore people to get in tune with the whole catalog, and then they might feel differently. For the people that, you know, more casual or just now getting in tune because I'm battling somebody that they like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. I feel like I did what I was supposed to do. I feel like that the fact that niggas even have this
Some
conversation.
people will argue that you didn't.
That I didn't what?
You didn't do what you were supposed to do.
I'm not mad at them, and I'm not here for them either.
No,
Like,
but
I'm not.
They believe that what you were supposed to do
Was what? Was that?
was the shoulder bump.
And then what?
What?
I didn't show the bump. The crazy thing is, all right, niggas the shoulder bump is so crazy to me. I didn't show the bump. Jada Nightwing, I didn't show the bump. Bad News, I didn't show the bump. A lot of people, I didn't show the bump. Holmesy, I didn't show the
Right.
bump. There's a lot of people I didn't show the bump.
Right.
Niggas always focus on like. The crazy thing is, I had a shoulder bump for hands because I knew niggas was gonna say you didn't
you're
bump
not
it.
Right,
going- yeah.
bump.
They timed me. It was the last bar of my. I was like, he's straight. I said something like he's fake. Nigga, I walked through Brooklyn like they sent me, like Diddy sent me for cheesecake. I literally had that bar. That was the next bar before they timed me.
Right.
But just keep it at 100. I'm not worried about John. Like on some tough shit. We not worried. Like I'm not, and then not because because he's not capable. What I'm saying is that he got his family there.
Who gets the shoulder bump and who doesn't?
It just depends on the bar. Like, it depends on the bar. It depends on where we're battling at. It depends on, like, if I come up. Because I never, like, that's the crazy thing about it. I never had a shoulder bump that didn't have a bar that accompanied it. Like there was always something weird. Like when I said Sean, when I bumped Swamp, I said let's see if we can get Sean Carter started again after he get this bump in his road in the road. It's always a bar that comes. It's not just you motherfucker. it's not that. It's a bar with it. Like when I bumped Fonz, I give him bumps. I do it again because this bitch ass didn't do nothing when I did it once. And then that led to I came in with a couple of ladders. You should just adjust in your rapping. I said, because that's proof. I just pumped this bitch ass all across the stage. These punching niggas, they don't know how to punch when it matters. So the whole round was about him punching. Right. Then I bumped him and then said, like, y'all don't punch when it matters. That was the whole point. It had a point. Right. I don't just bump niggas for the Snake Eyes. When I bumped Snake Eyes, it was because he slapped the Saga. He slapped his hand off of him and bumped him and told him not to touch him. Right. I literally said, you told Choir Boy Saga don't touch you while you was rapping? Bitch ass nigga said to me. That was a purpose. It was a point. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't.
I walked in the building right at that moment.
And I was like, they went crazy.
I was like, this is crazy. The battle. It finally happened.
The third round seemed like the one that a lot of people felt like they was debating a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where they felt like that was a determining or...
Yeah, niggas trying to say I choked and...
You didn't choke. You just left You just kind of left the last few bars type shit.
What it was that I don't have a regular slow. I got two things that I say at the end of rounds, and I didn't say neither one of them in either round. I literally, if you watch the other rounds, I literally just signaled. What it was I stopped rapping. I signaled. I stopped rapping and started drinking water and was expecting to hear, yo, give it up for Amin. He finished out, and I didn't hear it for a while, so I didn't know. So I'm talking like if you hear them, I'm talking to my niggas like, yo, I'm done. Yeah, I'm not even thinking about rapping. I'm literally just talking to them. And then when I realized, like, oh shit, niggas think that that's when I'm like, oh no, I'm done. That's my round. But I was already done. Like I was done. That was it.
Niggas wanted a little bit more, I guess.
I was done. I rapped for 6 minutes.
And they with a bang, Ace.
I rapped for 6 minutes. Yo, they got the measurement. I rapped for 6 minutes. 4 minutes without reaction. 6 minutes of actual rapping with reaction. John rapped for 8. I rapped for 6 minutes. What the fuck else you want from me?
I don't know if it was your first. Your first was
long.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I remember I recorded it on my phone. I was
Hold on, you did what?
Like that.
Oh, my bad. I ain't put it out though, you know what I mean? I ain't bootleg it or nothing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Now motherfuckers gonna be looking, where was Knowledge standing? Go check the bootlegs. Go check the
There was
bootlegs.
no money, Ace. This was, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to see.
Listen,
you know
man,
what I'm saying?
you see the shit he be doing to me. Like,
I can't expect no less.
you don't expect nothing better, my nigga. Like,
man.
you know,
Nigga, right in front of me saying, I was recording your event that you know what I'm saying, that y'all worked so hard.
Listen.
I had the whole first round, bro.
The whole first
You
round,
wanna see
you know
it?
what I'm saying? A little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't put it out. I ain't do nothing crazy.
so
You know
why
what I'm
record
saying?
it?
So I could just see, you know what I'm saying?
So I can watch it without paying for the VOD again.
Nah.
It's on YouTube now. It's all good.
Listen,
I feel like there's like a bit in chat for like bootlegs somewhere.
Nah.
It definitely exists.
There is, yeah.
Niggas was going crazy there.
It definitely
How did it feel battling in front of a crowd again?
I was at home, man. I'm a showman, bro. I'm a natural, like, you see how I get, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck. I really felt like I really...
We're talking about a sold-out event.
That shit was packed, though. That shit was packed.
It was good to have that energy back in there.
Smoke was thick in there. You could see it. Like,
Right.
it was like, you could see the smoke. Like, it was just sitting on this, it was just sitting up there.
What, was it good to have the crowd back, or you could do without it?
I don't give a fuck. I'm just there to rap. I really was there for him. You need to hear everything I'm about to say to you. I don't
Right.
give a
But
fuck.
when you walk in the building and you're like, oh, shit.
I didn't give a fuck. I'm one of them niggas, but I'm weird, bro. I don't get nervous until I get mic'd up.
Right.
And I didn't even get nervous this time. Like, I put the mic on, I was like excited. I was gonna rap. I played that game to see if he was gonna let me rap first. Like, I was like, yo, I started rapping, and when I seen that he was gonna let me, then I said, nah, I ain't rapping first. I said, flip the coin. And then he rapped first. So, I feel like that went in my disadvantage. I should have rapped first, because my second would have hit way differently in the building if you heard that before you heard his. But because they heard his second first, you know how that shit go.
Right.
They heard his second first, and he was getting kind of crazy for like a 3-punch span.
Right.
It kind of made it hard for me to win him back, because I wasn't doing the same things that he was doing.
How would that have worked for the third?
I think I would have won the third clear.
With that?
Yeah, I think the second would have been more debatable, and the third I would have won way more clearly.
I think when you got a third round like that, and you're in front of somebody who, even if they don't freestyle,
Yeah,
they can anticipate that's the direction you're gonna go in and have a rebuttal for
He
it.
didn't have shit. He said it in the first round.
Right.
That's an easy flip. That was his only address. That was his way of addressing. You gonna talk about me beating women?
Right.
He knew that was coming. At some point, he didn't know when or how long, you know what I'm saying, I was going to focus on it. But he knew, you know what I'm saying?
Was you shocked that people wasn't really like responding to that round? Why?
He was at home. He had a whole section. Yo, he had a whole section. If I'm lying, slap me in the back of the head. It was a whole section of the crowd. Like, what? As I'm standing there, if you're on the stage to the left and everything over to the side towards like midway through the back, that was all his people. His mom was like right there. I'm rapping. I had a rebuttal like when I was gonna throw the money. Like I was gonna throw his money when he threw the money. I was gonna throw the money and then say something to his mom. But I was just like,
Was it ones?
it was once, man. It's like $60, bro.
I don't.
It's like $60, man.
$60.
I mean, that's the best idea.
Yeah.
It's ones.
Let's
You
do
can
some
throw
money
that
out
out.
there.
Nah, I wasn't gonna throw ones either. That's the thing. I was gonna get crazy.
Some ones, but it was a stripper I was throwing.
I was gonna get crazy. I was gonna start a riot in there. Cause I was gonna throw like a band. I was gonna throw all 20s.
All
I
20.
was gonna throw like 1,000.
Start a riot.
That's what I'm saying. I knew that. That's literally why I did. I was gonna say I had a bar for his mom. His mom was right there. She was going crazy the whole. You could hear her. She was going crazy. I'm like, yo, I know he at home. I know he at home. The one that's saying that's not it. That's not it.
That was that was
I'm
her.
going crazy.
Wow.
So where did the concept of him being abusive actually start from?
I'm being arrested for it.
Right. So what? That was put out like randomly on Twitter.
Nah, this was right before he battled Hollow.
Hollow, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's why they were worried that the battle might
Wasn't
not
gonna
happen.
happen. Which was a smart move on his part because it was strategy. Like he wasn't letting niggas know whether or not he was gonna rap until like the day before the battle, so that niggas wouldn't prepare as avidly as they would if they know. It's brilliant. I say he's great at that. He's great. He's great at that. Kudos to him, yo. That shit. You don't know how stressful it is preparing for niggas like that. Well, I'm saying you don't know because you've definitely been in some wars.
Yeah.
Y'all know how it is when you preparing for somebody that prepares for everything.
Math battle, John.
Yeah, I did.
Math kind of
Did you deal with something? Are you understanding what he's saying?
I think it was different for him, though.
John?
I think it was different though. Back then.
John wasn't.
He wasn't the same.
He wasn't
as
at the level.
Yeah, he wasn't the same as he was then. Like
You know what I mean?
he was at the line then. Like he was the one that was at the line, and John was kind of like trying to approach that. You know what I'm saying? Now it was the opposite with me and him, where John's at the line and I'm trying. Cause it was crazy. Like you even had dudes like even John. I'm pretty sure that he would probably attest to this. Is that like you had dudes saying like Chilla like yo that nigga strategic. And niggas didn't want to believe, like, talking about me. And niggas like, yo, he's not strategic. I don't like. And John is like, yo, yeah, he is. But of course, behind the scenes, he's not gonna say that.
Right.
I mean, in front of the camera, but now that we have battle, I'm pretty sure that he knows, like, but trying to prepare for niggas that you don't know what they might do, what they might touch on, like, it's like, yo, listen, man. It's stressful, a little bit. Like, it's just like, man, goddamn, bro. Just say the shit I know.
So you just happy it's over.
Nah, we got a bag, bro. We got a bag, bro. I'm not stressed. I wasn't stressed in that sense, like, cause that's the thing about it. When your jacket ain't fucked up, you don't really worry about nothing like crazy in terms of what, like, it's like the worst thing he could say. And I don't have like a fake chain issue or no shit like that, where it's like, yo, you gonna do something, a prop that you can just use, that you're gonna commandeer around, and you're gonna get me the fuck out of here. Right. And I felt very strongly about my material. So I was like, yo, I don't give a fuck what he does. I don't give a fuck when he raps. I don't give a fuck how I can get in there with him, however, on whatever basis he wants to get in there on. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, what's the terms now? Like, y'all cool? Y'all shook hands?
Nah, we shook hands. That don't mean
laughed it up.
That's respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's respect. That's respect. That's like, I acknowledge that you're a human being now. Yeah, I acknowledge that you're a fellow human being. You have rights as a human being type shit. Like, I don't look at you as like,
dog?
Yeah, nah.
Animal.
I love my dogs. I don't even look at you like that.
He wasn't even a dog.
Nah.
He said he was some
You said you got rights as a human being.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna use that shit.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, I can't speak for him. I didn't hate the nigga. Like, let's get it twisted. I never hated him. Like, I never, like, I just, like, I'm a big fan of, yo, gotta be held accountable. If I do certain shit, no matter how good of a father I am, no matter how good of a person I am, like, if I do certain shit, it comes with certain shit.
Right.
If I make a mistake, a momentary one, it sometimes comes with lasting effects. So it's like, you can be a great individual when you make one bad judgment call, and then you gotta wear that. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like I looked at this incident or whatever as an indicator or a greater indicator of his entire character, but I definitely, like, didn't like him because of it, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't hate him either. It was just like, yo, you gotta wear that. Like, it's one of them things, like, if a nigga slap you in your face, it's not personal. It really ain't personal when a nigga slap me. It's like, yo, I'm gonna beat your ass, but it's not because I would have done that to anybody. Like, it's not because it's you. You know what I'm saying? You slapped me, bro.
Right.
I'm gonna beat the dog. You're lucky if I beat the dog shit out of you. That might be worse.
It's the violation itself.
That's it. It's not
not
personal.
the person doing it.
Nah, it has nothing to do with it. It doesn't matter. Everybody would have been held accountable the same way. So it was never that. And then it was just like, yo, once we figure out a way that we're gonna resolve it, we're gonna stick to that. I stuck to my part. Okay, I upheld my word.
Yeah,
we all got to do that around the board, and we did that. Like, and as I said, I don't want to focus on the negative. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout him out. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? For handling business up to this point very responsibly.
I
Being a consummate professional, came in there. He rapped, he lost valiantly, you know what I'm saying? In front of his family, he did good. Though, you know what I'm saying?
I think you had the rebuttal with the suit shit.
Yeah, I tell you, that's how comfortable I was with my material. I had that, I said in my head, you know how that shit go. I'm like, yo, first thing that lands, I'm saying this. That's what I'm saying. I said, first thing that lands, crazy. So they got me. I said, you got 10 years shit. I gave 10 years of the system I got for you. You gave 10 years of culture, got me. It landed. I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. It's over for him. I'm like, he had to go.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I said, he came in a suit and tie, and he about to get his casket closed. They went crazy.
Overall, I just appreciate the fact that, I had this personal situation, and you figured out how to capitalize on it.
Yeah, we made money. Got exposure for his league.
What confuses me is when people have a professional situation, and then it goes the other way sometimes. Like, I've been there before. But recently, Hitman and Cassidy.
Yeah, that was a crazy face-off.
Yeah, they had a face-off.
Yeah.
I was in the building.
Thoughts?
Yeah, Knowledge had front
You
row
in that picture.
seats. Knowledge had front row seats.
I was like,
Knowledge was like,
How many, if you was to sit down and watch that face-off, how many hats
me or else
would you
trying.
have on by the end of it?
recording.
Just curious, just out of curiosity.
I don't know. I mean, Cassidy was, Cassidy was
Cassidy,
man.
right?
Cassidy's Cassidy, man. I think one of his attributes needs to be like annoying. Like he knows how to get under niggas' skin. And I'm not saying that like in a bad face. Irritating. He know how to get under you.
He was smiling and shit.
He know what he doing. Bro. He a fucking genius at that
Right.
shit. Like he's not even. I know he's not serious. He's just doing what he has to do
exactly
to get this shit where it's supposed to be. Like
right.
He's the energy. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
but what do we say about things like that, right? Like, is it okay? Is it
Entertainment?
standard? Is it entertainment? Because when it goes
As long
left,
as it
who's
don't go left,
accountable for that?
as long as it don't go left, it's entertainment, right?
It shouldn't have went. So okay, so this is my opinion on it. I feel like Hitman was not wrong for feeling how he felt.
Right.
I feel like maybe he went too far though. Like you know how it's like this. It's like I can be right in my anger. I can be wrong in my response to the anger. It's like
Agreed.
you step on my shoe, right? You step on my shoe and you like, I'm sorry, and I slap the shit out of you.
Right.
That's crazy. I was right to be offended that you stepped on my shoe or to be like,
You had to take it that far.
but I didn't have to slap you.
Right.
Like he was right for feeling away, but he was talking him down. Everything that he said, Cassidy talked him down, diminish it, then deflect. He like, yo, I made more. How much money you making? He's like, I'm not here to talk about money. Nigga, you just brought money up. So I get it. Like, yo, you not. He said, he told him he wasn't tougher than him. That was like the line. Like,
That was,
Right.
Hitman
yo,
was
you
not
ain't
letting-
tougher than me. Like, yo.
He started knocking niggas out
Yeah. So that's where it
For
seems
a
like,
living, nigga.
and once you see the thing is, when you dealing with a nigga that knows how to irritate, once you let him see,
What it is.
he gonna stay there. Like he not going nowhere until you move him up. That's why you can't like this. Niggas will play that game even like when you dealing with niggas will play the cool game to see how the first person to get mad loses. You can't get mad. Like the first person that like you get mad and you don't
Right.
take it to the next level, you lost. You lost all control of that argument. You lost that debate.
Right.
It's over. So soon as that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think he was wrong to feel away about the shit, but he definitely maybe could have. And I can't say that either because I'm a nigga that just battled a nigga because of all the wild shit. So I can't necessarily say.
And I was telling John too when he walked in the room. I said, "Yo, this is the eve of your battle, baby."
It was that close. It was that.
It was like a couple days right before the
yeah,
battle.
yeah,
It was like
yeah.
a couple days right before the battle. So I was like, "Damn."
Yeah. That John was in there looking crazy.
Yeah, that looked
He was there
kinda
though. He was
crazy.
there though. That picture that y'all got. With you seen the picture?
Oh,
with,
okay,
with
yeah.
y'all three in it. You, him, and
He
Lil
got a
Jamal.
lot of shout outs.
It's hilarious.
He got a lot. John got a lot of shout outs during that shit.
He did.
Yeah. He got some shout outs. Shout out to John. Shout out to John. You know,
In
it's
what?
crazy. In the face off.
Face off.
Yeah,
The Hitman one?
Yeah.
I was just happy that shit
Him
ain't go
shouting
left,
him
man.
out.
You know what I'm
What would
saying?
you done in that situation?
Huh?
What would you have done in that situation? You would let Cassidy get the best of you like that?
Listen,
Him and
man.
Serious Jones had a crazy shit.
Nah,
Right,
but
and I had to sit across
Y'all
from
niggas
that.
went outside.
But for
These niggas
me-
ready to
Yeah,
fight.
they did.
But for me, I'm sitting there and I like,
You was being cool at first, but he kept wilding on you.
and then you went outside.
and I was like, okay, my nigga, like,
kept wilding.
let's end the cap. You know what I'm saying? We can stop here. I think they got enough footage. We can stop here.
He
You
said, "Let's go
really want
outside."
to do it?
Man, I said, all right, let's go outside then, my nigga.
But it wasn't like, even after the Serious Jones situation, how we shook hands and all that shit, like, that shit wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
How you punch that man?
I was going through it, bro.
Like,
It ain't
dead ass.
had nothing to do with him. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
you dead
You ever have like a terrible day and end up just arguing with somebody you ain't mean to argue
I
with?
ain't never shot a nigga because he wasn't supposed to get shot though.
I didn't say, we ain't talking about shooting.
It's the
bro.
same
We
shit,
not-
bro.
no,
You
we
punched that
not.
man in front of 10,000 motherfuckers.
But that's not the same,
It
bro.
is,
Like,
fool.
nah, it's crazy.
That was crazy.
Might as well have
It's
shot him.
crazy.
Yeah, that
things
was
in that.
crazy. Fool, you really just punched that man. Fool, like
There's crazy
Mav said
things
he
in
was
that, bro.
hungry.
not that many. Fool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know if that was he was
Right.
trolling. Like then you
Right.
did it. Then you punched a nigga
But you know, we come from
and then say you was hungry.
we come
Yeah, Snickers
from
and
humble
all that.
beginnings. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like, you sometimes you gotta check your reflexes, because it's not the environment for that reflex.
Okay,
You dig what I'm saying?
that's right.
And-
Did you check
and-
your reflex
Yeah, definitely.
that day?
Yeah. Look where we at now, son. You
No, I'm
see
talking
what's
about
going
that
on?
day.
That
That day
You see
that
what's going on?
happened.
Obviously, he didn't check
That
his
happened. The
reflexes.
day
That
that that
day?
happened.
I think it was.
What did you do? Hold on.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Ace, cut that shit out, bro.
Yo, hold on.
that
After you
shit
did
out,
it, yo,
bro.
where'd you go?
Cut that shit out.
Where did you go?
Where'd you go, bro?
Did you go to McDonald's?
I went to.
No, you didn't.
I'm not even gonna do that.
Dead ass?
McDonald's?
Because for me, like, I'm glad that we passed that. You feel me? And I feel like it'd be disrespectful for me to like
I
to
get you.
just even laugh about that type of
Okay,
shit.
look, that's not even a funny. I really,
Right.
this is literally like, cause I don't know. You mind you, I was in prison
Right.
at the time. I wasn't around when this shit happened.
Right.
What the fuck did you like? You did that, then what? You just went home? Like you just, all right.
Yeah, it was
The
a
party
lot.
done.
Everybody went home after that. You didn't see the footage?
Everybody.
Everybody went home.
Yeah, the whole event was
You know what
done.
I'm saying?
Daylight was about to
But
shoot
the,
Party
shit
but
up.
the important thing was we
Oh,
was
yeah.
able to come back
They
and
came
get a
to the
bag.
battle looking like
Yeah.
San
You feel me?
Andreas characters.
And that's
And he
that's
was able
really
to,
what I was
felt like
pushing
I
for.
felt like Jones was able to vent too, like get that shit off
Yeah, he
his
wanna
chest.
speak on
What
his
he had to
shit.
say to
Right.
you, he was able to say all that shit without you getting in the middle and be like, nah. You actually let that nigga vent. Like you could let that nigga
Now,
vent. Like
I
go
will
ahead,
say,
man. Fuck
I
it.
will say, I give him a lot of credit for getting over it. Because obviously it's easy for you to get over it and
Right.
want to mend
What
the
does he get
situation.
over?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But for him to say it's over and get past it.
There was a lot of
because
things that happened
I'll
after
be
that.
honest, I don't think
I mean,
I
I
would
believe-
ever get past some shit like that. Like a bitch
Yeah,
knocking me the
fool,
fuck
I ain't gonna
out.
hold you.
I might have to
but
just
for-
make it even and then we good.
But see,
like
from-
I'm gonna just rock this shit and now we good.
People fight every day, B.
Nah, that wasn't no fight.
People
though.
fight
but
every
it was-
day.
It's
That
the
wasn't
public
fun.
aspect
So,
of it.
but here's the difference though. Like I look at certain situations
be
and I'll be
considered
like,
like
what's
a-
the threat?
Okay.
Fist fight? All right, my nigga, I had like 100 of those. You know what I'm saying? But when I look at like the Hitman and Cassidy situation, the bag being moved around. That right there, in my mind, is like, oh nah, I would have did something in that situation.
But you,
Because for me, that's a different type of issue.
But that's the same situation Ace was kind of put in too, in the same situation. with his
nah,
back.
my situation
No.
was different than that.
Similar.
Nah,
Nah.
my shit was overt. A bag and a clutch.
Okay. Well,
a bag,
I'm just saying it was that level of taking it
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Cause a bag
what I'm
and
saying?
then you know what I'm saying, like, and I
Just
once
the
again,
assumption of what might be in there, I'll air this bitch out, all of those things.
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
It's like damn near telling you what's going on.
that's true. But I don't know. Like, it's one thing to say that type of shit. It's
And to
another
s-
thing to
actually do
make
it, right?
a step in furtherance of
Got
that.
you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not to say that you just take a threat lightly, no, obviously you don't, but a threat is a threat. An overture is an overture. Like, a nigga taking another, like, actual conscious step. It's like with like, when in the feds, they, like, conspiracy charge. In order to actually get charged with a conspiracy, you got to do something in furtherance of the conspiracy. So, like, me sitting in a car with a nigga and talking about robbing a bank isn't actually a conspiracy until we go buy ski masks.
Right.
Now
Okay.
it's a conspiracy.
Right.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Now,
like
now you're taking an
step
action
further.
towards it.
Exactly. So
I mean, I don't know.
That's just me.
I like Hitman a lot, but I don't know about the bag thing. I don't know.
He was in there by himself.
I could be wrong. I
Nah,
know
John was in there
was
by
it?
himself.
I know
John
he was
came,
by
John
himself.
came in after.
John
He came in
came,
like toward the end.
But was it a threatening situation? You was
There's
there.
a lot of niggas.
But
I'm not saying it was a threatening situation. Cassidy had his peoples there. You know what I'm saying?
From
Hitman was
from
by
what he
himself.
explained, it was a lot of females.
It was his manager, his girl, a couple dudes, you know what I'm saying? It just, at the end of the day, you don't know who's
Well, he
who for
emphasized
what.
that he was by himself.
He was by
right? So he
himself, yeah.
definitely felt like, I'm in an uncomfortable situation,
I'm not
and
about
I
to
don't
let
like
niggas
this,
in.
and you talking about you tough.
And then I
And I
think
don't
he
like
said,
that.
his thing was Cassidy said, I got niggas in here that'll do shit to you.
Right.
So he felt
Oh,
like, all
he
right,
said
if you
that?
got niggas in here that'll do
That's
shit
what
to
I'm
me.
saying. Like,
Oh, he kinda
and that's what I'm
threatened
saying. See, that's
So
what
he's
I'm-
like, that's why I'll get my bag. If you got niggas in
He
here
like,
that'll do
he
shit.
like, you right.
Mm-hmm.
But
So-
it's just the thing is with that type of shit.
Well, that's a little different.
I don't even want. You know what I'm saying? Like I said.
Yeah, but
He
then just
threatened
stop it.
They
Just
did.
stop.
They eventually stopped it and left.
At what point can you though?
They stopped
can't
and
just-
left. It was like,
Yeah.
all right.
You can't just hit the eject button.
All right. See, now you, depending on where you're from, that is a bluff.
Unless
I
it's
would-
not.
No. Yes, it is.
Unless it's
I'm
not.
not gonna.
The only reason it's a bluff
I'm
is
not
because
gonna
the
sit there
star
for
of
it.
Wildin' Out is not about to shoot
You don't know that.
Cassidy
Yeah, I was
on
about to say,
camera.
You don't know
If
that.
you are,
Yeah,
you
you don't
stupid.
know that.
You
because
He-
stupid.
and
you
he
just
might
don't know
sleep.
until the shit happens.
That's what I'm saying. Like right now we in here, right?
You're not smart for that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not
being
about smart. It's
Yeah,
about going
when
home.
You, when you do wild shit.
Like I didn't do. Bro, listen, I'm gonna keep it 100. I've been in some shit in my life.
Right,
Like, I've
right,
been in-
right.
And I never.
Likewise.
It wasn't never like. This was the best. The best decision I probably could have made was to not put myself in that situation. And that's how. That's one of the greatest lessons I learned through doing time was like, because I never forget. I had ended up pleading out to another charge. So it was like I had like 4 convictions. So like and they were all violent. They're all violent. They all like deal with like a gun possession. So I'm like, if I get caught with a gun again, I'm going to prison
That
forever.
thing over, right?
And I'm like, yo, in my head, I'm like, yo, I take my gun everywhere. When I'm
Right.
going back there, I'm like, yo, I literally don't go nowhere without the
Correct,
firearm.
correct,
Like if
correct,
the firearm
yeah.
isn't allowed, I'm not allowed.
Right.
And I'm saying to myself, like, okay, what the fuck way is there around that? And I'm saying, okay, it took like 8 years of me being in prison for me to understand that, oh, well, if you kind of know, like, because you kind of know when you're going somewhere where you think you're going to need a gun. I'm not saying that you can predict that everywhere.
Right.
So if you think ahead of time that I'm going to need a gun, probably not going to go there.
Right.
But that took a level of maturation that I didn't have at the time. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, but I had to realize that. So when you saying for a nigga in the heat of the moment, not thinking, especially like if you're legal, like a nigga like that might be legal. He can carry his shit.
That's what
like,
I'm
legal.
saying,
That's what I'm
too.
saying. Like we're in the last.
You
It's
done
an
landed
open
like-
carry state. You don't know how many niggas I
Oh,
see
well, yeah. Yo,
walking
yeah.
around,
That's a little
walking
different.
around,
Yeah, that's a little different.
niggas walking
Who left
around.
the door open?
Yeah, that's a little different. You're right with the legal shit. You
You
heard?
feel what I'm saying?
What's up with you, man?
That's a different part.
Apologize, King.
You apologize?
What's up?
How you
Peace,
feeling?
peace, peace.
Love, love.
Oh shit, China
Yeah, man, I'm
Mac
back
here,
in Florida, man.
everybody.
What's good, man?
Mac, what's good, bro? Damn.
What's going on with you? Ace, man?
What is
Ace,
this?
good to meet you.
What is this?
Spanish Harlem. What's up, baby? Looking like MIA on the
I-
finest over there.
Look at him.
So,
But like I was fucking saying
Right.
before they walked up here and interrupted me.
Apologize.
Nah, it's so good. But you're right about that, about having like a legal situation. And
Yeah.
I don't doubt Hitman's gangster. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I never been around him to see his movements.
Yeah.
But
Right.
and I don't doubt that he would do this shit.
Yeah.
But at some point, like, if I'm just speaking in my perspective,
Yeah.
you know, cause I'm not no fucking stranger to the street.
Yeah.
But if I'm having a highly argument on the face off,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, I'm out of here. If you know, I'm not doing this right now.
Niggas
I might
pride.
argue because I'm
Yeah.
tight at the moment.
Yeah.
But I probably won't pull out in front of 15 minutes of fame and knowledge.
Yeah,
and-
But you know,
blame-
Right.
you know, some people be having tunnel vision, and I'm just sitting there
Yeah.
like, even with
Yeah.
like, I'm looking like, yo,
what was you was there.
I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is about to happen. Like, is he serious?
Did he
Like,
even
what's
know he was being recorded by
yeah.
So, yeah, it was
No,
the
because
face off
there's a
still going
different
on.
one. No.
The face off was still going
Cause-
on.
Because
Yeah. Chill, Wolf, chill, Wolf.
most of it seemed like it was from behind him.
No, that was somebody else that was recording.
So there's one, right?
Yeah, there's somebody that was still there was recording.
Yeah, somebody
after Cassidy left.
Yes, yes,
Right.
yes. Because that one was spicy. I feel like the one of the face-off wasn't that crazy. It was
But
the
that's second
other
one.
one in the background that was like, all right, this is
because
a
I was
lot.
venting after the whole shit happened.
Yes,
But
yes.
was that on 15 Minutes of Fame?
Yes, yes.
He had somebody
So
on
that,
there.
I thought that was
that's-
kind of whack.
Yeah.
That's whatever then.
He was basically just venting. He was just basically saying how he felt, and you know what I mean. And
Right.
then he once he calmed down, he was like,
But
"All right, niggas
everybody's
can come
good
back."
now. Everybody's good now.
Them niggas never threatened to end in the battle. They said we could fight, battle, fight, however, but we gonna get these bars off.
Oh, I like that.
And we gonna get our business done.
That's pretty
Right.
cool.
That's the type of time they
Shout
both
out
was
to
kind of
Hitman.
on. So I was
Shout
like,
out to Hitman Cassidy.
Yeah, you know, situations. I'm not one of them niggas. I don't shy away. Yo, niggerdom happens everywhere. You can't place a limit on niggas.
What you say?
Niggerdom, yo, niggerdom.
fact.
Yo, niggas is gonna be niggas no matter where you put niggas at.
Come
This
on,
is what
man.
it is. Like, it's a chance that niggas is gonna revert to being niggas at any given time, no matter where they at. So
I get it. But Hitman is a professional, and he
That's a
knows
fact.
he know what's
Yeah.
up.
And that's
he ain't
my
no
thing.
regular dude.
And that's my thing about it. That's
You
why
know the
I
vibes.
never really feared that. Like, regardless of, like, you see, we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, not saying that was the goal, but because we're talking about it, that's a
It's
benefit
doing
of
what
the
it's
situation.
doing.
There you go. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
it's good. It's good
Well,
for business.
I could say this about Hitman. Like, he's passionate about how he feels.
facts.
You read between the
That's
lines.
definitely
Or what I'm
passionate,
saying.
dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Very.
And
You see
I don't
my
knock
house, you
him
know
for
why I
that.
go
competitive
outside.
as hell.
I don't
still
knock
mad
him
at
for
me.
that. But it does look kind of like,
That's what I'm saying. That's
you know what I'm saying?
that was
For
literally
the,
my
for the
original
rest
point.
of us, we look at that and be like, eh.
That's my original point. I feel like
Right.
he had a right to feel how he felt, but maybe the
Yes.
expression of it was what
Was
kind
too
of
was just a
yeah, it
little,
was a little bit much. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? But I can't, like, once again, I'm not in his shoes in that situation, so I can't say,
Right.
yo, you should have did this. Nah, I ain't, yeah, man, he did what he felt like he had to do.
I think at some
And it
point
worked
we
out.
all have overreacted
Well,
to something.
Facts.
One thing I do know is they're gonna do another face-off.
They're gonna
What?
do another one.
Yeah.
Yo, they
the day
milking
before
this
the battle.
shit. They milking this baby.
You
Yeah,
got sure?
every dollar.
Nigga, I spoke to ARP. They both say they good. It's whatever.
I'm dead.
And then it's gonna be in front of everybody. So
Now, for me, if Cassidy was like somebody who played angles, the battle's over.
oh, so you feel like Cassidy could use this
Wow.
to
I feel like if he doesn't, if Hitman battles somebody like who really do this shit, that's gonna be abuse right there. Just that situation.
What you saying? Who are you speaking for? You speaking for yourself?
I mean,
No, I'm not speaking for. I battle them all.
I mean, everybody's rematching though.
this is Cassidy. What's going on?
Oh, come on, Fit. Don't do that, man. Don't
Yeah.
do
Keep it
that.
100.
Come
Keep it
on.
First of all, keep
do
it
we
buck-
believe
Oh
Cassidy
my
is
God, 'cause
going to even be better? Do we
everybody
believe that? We believe that, right?
What?
I think
What?
he's gonna be better.
Oh, my.
But it's not. It ain't hard to be, man.
Yo.
Nah.
It's not what?
It ain't hard
Nah,
to
it
be
ain't.
better.
Yo, Cassidy
Then that
lost to
shit-
Goods and Arsenal.
He ain't walking around yet.
They're
Before
not
my
bad
eyes.
battle rappers though. Like,
They not, but
He ain't won
Hitman is
around
right
yet.
there with them.
He ain't won around yet.
Not yet. You right. He ain't
Cassidy
win
ain't won
around
around
yet.
since he been back. He ain't won around.
Disaster.
He ain't won around yet. I mean, I ain't speaking on that. I'm
yeah,
speaking on over
the
here.
first
Yeah.
one.
He ain't won
Yeah.
around.
He
ain't
took
win around
took
yet.
that, and he might have took the first round versus Goods.
No, we not.
So
I was in the building.
statistically,
I'm not doing that.
he's
I was in the
gonna
building.
lose.
We're not doing that.
He lost the first round versus Goods too.
That's not trash, though. It's just his pattern is.
He can rap, bro. He can really
No,
rap.
yeah, he can rap.
Formatting your
I-
shit for
I
current day
think-
battle rap
I
ain't
think
easy.
Yes.
The main thing with Cassidy is the pauses.
He don't.
We don't do the
His cadence?
rap and
He got a
stop.
slow flow.
So when he stops and it's not a punchline,
Niggas don't want to hear that.
we're like, you know what I
I'm
mean?
saying the modern day ear.
We don't
battle
really
rap,
do that no more.
Modern day ear for battle rap, he not really in tune with. He might be for this battle, but before,
Yeah, he has to
his
be
problem
now,
ain't
yeah.
rapping, rhyming, or being creative. His
Right.
problem is constructing his shit in a way that works for
That's
today's
current.
battle rap. He
That's
don't know how to do
current,
that.
yeah.
That's his problem.
Because
Like,
he's still
if he
doing
sat
talk,
with,
talk, punch. Talk,
yeah,
talk,
niggas,
punch.
and then
like,
and then the punches be like so few and far between. And then like when you get like niggas looking for payoff now. Niggas looking for like if you gonna build me up, you need to
better
It
knock
gotta
me
be a
up,
haymaker.
He not doing like he taking you down this motherfucking road and then it's a fucking bridge to another road. And it's like, yo, when we gonna get somewhere? Like we keep going over these bridges. Like, what's up? Like,
I get it. Yeah.
no offense. Like I don't even mean that. Like, but it's just that's honest criticism.
Right.
like, yo, if you got with
But
somebody,
lyrically, you don't think
Yeah, he
he's
can-
better than Hitman, though?
No, I think he's
why you
really.
say
Come
Hitman
on,
like
Cassidy
that?
is Cassidy. Like,
No,
he's stamped.
Cause real shit, like
He's stamped.
Hitman is like, but
Performance. know what I'm saying?
But he's hit and miss. He's hit and miss.
Hitman is effective.
Sometimes.
Hitman knows how to take what you want to do or talk of, not even with a crowd. He did that with Bill Collector.
Right.
With Bill Collector, he did it. He knows how to mitigate. He know how to rap about what's gonna stop you from being effective. He know how to do
Versus Bill Collector, he was spitting.
He's an effective angler. Yo, he's an effective angler.
He's
He's an effective angler. He's an effective, and his defense is good. He knows how to take what he thinks you're gonna say to him and mitigate it. He's good at that. Like that's not his counter writing. Like his actual pen or lyricism might not be the greatest.
Right.
But in terms of how it translates to his battle, he knows how to be.
Like if we was to list the stats, he might be low in punchlines, but everything else is
He's
up.
high. He's super high. Presence, experience, everything else. Like he knows how to manipulate the crowd or the people. He knows how to get that shit jumping the way that he wants it to do. He's super exciting. He's electric. He's electric.
So if I was to go around the room and just ask,
come on, man,
who y'all think is taking this battle?
Come on, man.
Hitman or Cassidy?
Anybody say Cassidy?
I got hit, man.
Why?
Just because he want to be different.
He ain't been doing this.
Tenure don't mean nothing though.
Yeah, he ain't been doing this.
Tenure don't mean
He ain't been doing this longer than. No, he hasn't though.
Right.
That's my man, Rap Guru, by the way. That's Rap Guru. He been out.
Say that.
But
Yeah, nah, he ain't.
He back.
He ain't.
Hitman got that? Hitman? China Mac, do you care? Do you care?
I'm not really interested in no Cassidy battle, bro. I'm sorry.
Damn.
That's right.
That tell you everything you need to know right
Yeah.
here.
Y'all shitting on Cass.
I gotta bet that Cassidy gonna get around.
How much you bet? How much you want to bet?
Might get a half a round.
$100 request from Cody.
Just 100?
It's just 100, man.
What you wanna bet?
Yeah, I been trying.
I wanted to
What we
bet with
doing?
him right now. He didn't
What
want to
we
take my
doing?
money.
I'll take the bet. What's up?
What you?
I'm betting Hitman don't get all three clean.
Chill, we're not
three?
doing that. We're
Clear.
not doing that. We're not doing that.
Another one?
We're not doing. You don't even got a mic. Nobody can hear you. Nobody can hear you,
I got love for this.
bro. Cortez 2-1
Cassidy.
Over who?
What?
Huh?
What's
Over
going
who?
on over there? What's going on
over
over there?
Quest.
What's going on over here? What's happening?
Wait, oh, you going jump? Oh, you chiming in on that though? You chiming in on that? You don't want to chime in on other shit, but
What
you
other
want.
shit?
We not doing that, Ice. We not doing that, son. We not doing that, son. We not doing that, bro.
First aces with the new era. For us. That's why I popped
mean?
up.
Nah.
I'm only here.
Hold on, hold on.
Because niggas said Ace was here. I said, oh, I'm coming out. I saw a new era joint with him.
Hold on.
Easy to block in the
Hold on.
mix.
I wasn't on that
They
song.
not for us.
Nah.
I saw him. When
Let him get it
Snake
up.
Eyes dropped the joint, he like, yeah, pardon me and all. Like, you coming at the... Yeah.
Nah, it was crazy. I was on your side with that.
He was on your.
When I was on your side when he sent you the diss tape and you dropped it, that was
Not
fire.
just him, easy to block. That's what
Oh yeah, nah, block
that's
my man,
how you
block
know
my man,
the
block my
part
guy.
of the joint, 'cause
That's
it
my
come
guy.
from you.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy.
That's like, yeah.
But hold on, we not doing like listen.
Yeah, we not doing
The
that.
new era
We not
ain't
doing that.
against the
I
old
gotta come
era.
over here.
The new era
Because when I first
want
saw
these niggas
him,
to come outside.
when I
Yeah.
first met Ace, he battled Snake.
Yeah, I bumped him in
I made it
Africa.
my business to come say, yo, I fuck with
He
you.
did. I
Right.
like that.
Right?
He did.
After the joint.
Definitely did.
And then Ace
And then
coming
he-
for me.
Hold, I ain't never. I have not never.
I said, oh, I gotta come see Snake.
I have not never, yo. That's the crazy thing about I ain't ducking, but I ain't never not.
I ain't never said
I ain't never. I ain't ducking,
He
but
on that new everything.
yeah, I'm definitely on that.
Yo,
Definitely on that.
this the next bullpen setup right here.
Bullpen.
Is this a match?
That's a good. That was good work.
Is this a
Appreciate
match?
that, man.
That was real good work.
This a match?
I was shocked at how them hats
like it.
stayed up there. Like,
Yeah, I literally didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
what to do.
How did you do that?
I just put the hats on top of it. I literally didn't. I was like, yo, just hand me a hat. And I just tried to make sure.
How many did you have, bro?
I had like 20 hats. I had like 20. I literally just grabbed the whole section of my fitteds and just put them in the bag. It was like 20. I was literally gonna keep putting them on too.
Big
Every time
cap.
he capping for, I was gonna keep putting one on.
That was hilarious.
He was capping. He know he was capping. Bro, that's the crazy thing. Yo, niggas be lying and knowing they lying, bro. You know you lying, bro.
Right.
You know you lying, bro.
Battle rap.
The third round.
Which one? From who? Oh, shout out, man. Salute.
I like what John did too.
Salute.
Throwing the chain to them.
That was insane. I went from go get it to I got it. That was crazy.
That was wild.
That was crazy.
That was wild.
That was the one I was like,
I salute you both. for knowing how to capitalize on a situation. For turning the negative into the positive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And from what you showed me, yeah.
We got it back.
And
cousin or Beasley cousin?
Both.
Both. Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
I see you over there. You real grounded. You protecting things over there. You know.
Both.
I'm just here to ask you, Ace.
Both.
Right.
Both.
I watched your Fat Valley interview too.
I appreciate that.
I fucked with you before Smack.
I appreciate it. I respect
That's
it.
why when you did the pardon me with me, I was
Nah.
confused.
I don't discriminate with that. If anybody posts anybody with some shit that's questionable, you getting a beg your pardon.
Coming. This ain't set up.
Nah, I did it.
That's cool.
Nah,
Oh, you find out?
However,
Strictly because Ace here. It's an Ace, so I'm on my way.
That's hilarious. That is. I respect
it.
Yeah.
Liverpool and all that.
Liverpool.
All right.
Look.
Wagwan.
y'all done?
Right, I was
done?
waiting.
Y'all done?
You know me.
Yo, my expert opinion episode
Nah, I'm not saying that.
69.
6'9".
See what?
Episode freaky.
Yo, Ice. Whoa.
So freaky.
It's cool to look at another man and be like, yo, your lineup is fire. That's cool, right? Shape of wise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Yo, who your barber? Yo, who lines you?
Yeah.
If I see a nigga with a good line, yo, who lines you?
But I don't know. It's just extra to say it's fire.
How
Like,
you
yo,
say it though, like.
Yeah, if a
Yeah,
nigga,
like,
if
it's fire.
a nigga flirting, that's something different. Like,
yo, that's a good
it's
shit.
different than a nigga flirting and a
But
nigga.
it's fire, like.
That's like a nigga
Yeah, it's
give you
fire.
a
That shit
handshake,
fire,
like,
homie.
smell good.
It's all in
Hey,
tone.
but it sounds like you putting your knee up in the air. It's fire.
Nah,
Like,
nah,
what
nah,
is
nah.
that, bro?
No.
What is that?
He putting a 20 on
See?
it. Yo,
But that's what it sound like.
you putting a 20 on it, my
It
nigga.
just sounded
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
not what I literally said.
that wasn't
First
it.
off, see, he not gonna tell you. Context is everything. I wasn't even saying, I was trolling when I said that's what I said because he was saying that's my cousin. Beezy don't got a line. That was the funny joke. I was like, Beezy ain't got no fucking line. He
both
barely got
wrong.
any facial hair. I was joking.
Right.
Secondly,
He got to explain it. I like that.
yo, no, it's not. I'm saying it's your masculinity. I don't got no problem with telling a nigga like, yo, that's like telling a nigga his shoes fire. Like, yo, them shits is fire, yo. With all those, or like whatever. I won't necessarily do. If you tell a nigga his line is fire, if you can't tell a nigga his line is fire, yo, you might need to look in the mirror, my nigga.
Nah, bro. I'm
You
not
not-
gonna say fire. I'm just not gonna say
It don't,
fire.
okay, no, you don't. Whatever adjective
Right.
that you think fits. If you can't tell a nigga, yo, your lineup is crisp or sharp.
No, that's cool.
What's the difference between
That's
fire?
cool. Cause fire is like
Goatees is the new
fire.
six-pack.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Goatees is the new
like
six-pack.
wrong with fire?
it's overly eccentric. You know what I'm saying?
What's
Like,
wrong with fire? I'm trying to figure out
You ain't got a
did
goatee.
somebody
Don't love you like they used to.
you
Goatee's the new body shape?
Goatee is the new six-pack, man.
That's the thing. If you gotta go,
No, that-
Fact, though.
Oh man.
Niggas with big belly, Ross made it famous for niggas to do it like this.
Goatees
Niggas with goatees is more better than niggas without this. I'm telling you.
It's
Where
more
we
Ask
better.
the hoes, man. Ask the
Where
hoes.
we going?
my
Where we
bitch.
going?
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out. Do I keep this going? Am I gonna get something good out of this?
Right,
I don't know.
right.
A nigga never told me
No,
my
it's going to
lineup was
goatees,
good.
man.
If that's what you asked me, nigga never
Oh.
said no shit like that.
But
it's
fire?
the same
Niggas
way-
ask me who my barber
It's
is.
the same way as a nigga like give you a handshake and my nigga you smell good. What's that you got on, man?
I think that's a little more crazy than the
What?
line.
that's way more crazy.
Yeah, you can't
What, nigga say
smell
But
good.
nigga,
That's
Nah,
crazy.
because
That's way
That's
more
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I be around official niggas.
Yeah, in fact, I would do it. I probably wouldn't say you smell good. I probably just
I
like, yo,
don't want to
what's
hear you
sentence
say
that?
he smell good.
Yo, what sentence that? I wouldn't say that.
Nah, see, I don't play the pause game. I don't play none of that.
Yeah, we know.
I'm from Harlem,
Yeah, we
right?
know.
You know what I'm saying?
We
Like,
know, bro. We know.
Wolf, you play that shit. Play that shit, Wolf.
Nah, he don't play that shit.
Wolf, you play that
No,
shit.
no, won't say
I
anything.
never said
You
pause
play
in
that
my
shit, Wolf.
life.
Yeah, tell him.
While I'm talking to
Put
a
the
nigga,
camera on his
yo,
face.
pause. That's
Put the
pause.
camera on his face. Say that again. You never said what?
While we talking, I just say, yo, Paul, that's some homo shit. Unless it was like we playing like, look, and I'm with some other niggas who said Paul, like, yeah, that was.
Yeah, I don't say
Y'all
pause.
say-
I don't
y'all say
say
no
pause. I just say I beg your pardon.
They say
I
no
don't
homo.
say pause either.
But nah, I just feel like if you got to question your man.
You
your man,
evolved it.
Yeah, fact.
If I say something to you and I got to be like, pause, then you got to
Something wrong.
question.
That's
me,
what I was
my
saying
nigga.
about the lineup shit in the
Something
fire.
ain't right. You know what I'm
How
saying?
you gonna be mad at a nigga tell you, yo, your shit look good? Like your
Something ain't
line.
right.
How?
No, that's not it. It's the
It's
fact
fire?
that you said
I can say something on
fire.
that. Last night, Ghostface me. What you think about that when he came in and stunned?
I
You
didn't
gonna say he was black or he can't big a nigga up like, yo, that nigga was fly.
They ain't got,
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Yo, but a mink is different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You talking about the outfit?
different.
You talking about- So you can't talk about his face
Because you can see it on a coat rack and be like, yo, that's fire.
but it's not
But
on the
the
face
shape
on him.
up like
Like,
it's
See you button up.
Yo, this nigga Hoffa trying to make that shit.
Yo, my expert opinion, episode 69. Fitz, you got something to say?
Misfit,
Yeah,
Word
episode
Ass
69.
Gang.
What's up
Follow
with
me
it?
on all things, Twitter, Instagram, Miss.Fit.
Right.
My damn advice. You heard? Bow.
Y'all already know, it's your boy Nas got hip hop is real, man. Make sure y'all follow me on everything, man. We here.
Yeah.
Ace Amin 23. On everything. Ace Amin 23 on everything.
Yo.
How you get your name?
Ace Amin? It's part of my actual name.
I'm on this episode too, right?
Yeah.
So what's your name?
I'm in it.
Huh?
What's your name?
You know what's up.
Yeah, I don't know what Misfit got going
Wolf
on.
will be back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm in.
Trying to find out.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard. Yo Jim, I need a bomb I could drop on you niggas. Bad boy, I'm never gonna stop for you niggas. I don't give a fuck who you got is the illest. I solidify my spot with the